Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a different one for this channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily, and if you're wondering what my channel is about, that is what we are going to be talking about here today. We're going to be experiencing some changes here on MacInnis Mama. This channel has taken many forms over the years. It has morphed and changed as my life has morphed and changed. I started off by documenting my pregnancy and infanthood of my second child, Wyatt, and then I moved into more traditional mommy content, some cleaning videos, cooking videos, vlogs, things like that. And I really enjoyed that stage of this channel. However, as my second channel has grown, Emily and Max, which is always linked down below, it's more beauty focused, I was turning my attention over there a lot more because it just seemed to be, doing better. That channel's monetized, things like that. And I definitely have dropped the ball on this channel here. Then I tried to join BookTube. Reading is one of my biggest passions. It's something I love to do, and I would love to talk to more people about the books I'm reading. However, I did not feel I fit in with the BookTube community. Not that I was really trying to fit in, but I just didn't like the direction that YouTube community was going. It became especially apparent to me over on Twitter, and then just videos from people I enjoyed watching were very drama heavy, and for someone who is coming from my larger channel, which is a beauty channel, and I feel like the YouTube beauty community is stereotyped as being very drama heavy, problematic, I would argue that the BookTube community is worse, and I just didn't want to be a part of it. Again, not every beauty YouTuber is drama filled. Not every BookTube channel is full of drama. I just really didn't want to align myself with that. So while I still love reading and I would love to talk about books on this channel, I definitely don't want to be a BookTube channel. And then I became pregnant with my third son, Emmett, and really my channel has just involved that as of late. Baby updates, things to do with pregnancy, postpartum, things like that, and I really wasn't enjoying the pregnancy videos because I was being met with a lot of really creepy people in my comment section, and it made me really uncomfortable. So again, I pulled back. And so this channel is going to change and morph yet again as my life has changed. I know this is a bit rambly, and I'm sorry if you're just wondering what the heck is going on. To sum it up, I am finding myself craving simplicity. I feel so at peace saying that. It's taken me a long time, basically since COVID started, maybe even before then, of how I was feeling, like this unrest within myself. And I don't have a very clear way to explain it to you guys in like a video format. So one night after my mind had been racing all day with all these different ideas, I had one of those showers where you have your biggest epiphanies, and I just sat at the kitchen table in my towel, like soaking wet from the shower, and I just wrote down everything I was feeling the best and organized it the best way that I could, and it still just doesn't flow, so please bear with me. Overall, craving simplicity is what I'm striving for, and I want to make videos along my journey to a more simple life, whatever that ends up meaning. No, I'm not going to be super minimal. No, I'm not getting rid of technology or my massive makeup collection, which again, if you watch my second channel, you know that I have. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm on a journey to be a better homemaker. I know a lot of people don't like that term, but I personally feel a lot of peace with that term. I want the systems in my home to run better. I want less stuff in my home. We've done the declutter series on this channel in the past, but I didn't complete it. I didn't do my whole house. That is on the to-do list for sure. I want my house to be cleaner. I want it to be more organized. I want all of the systems in my home to be running better. Financially, things to do with the kids, things to do with my partnership with myself and my husband. I get a lot of comments from friends or subscribers or about how they love my calm energy here on YouTube. I get that a lot, especially on my beauty channel. And I find that so funny and ironic because I wish to be a calm person. I feel like I am when I'm filming. This is my happy place. Not that other sections of my life don't make me happy, but I just feel really calm while I'm filming videos. It's like my way to unwind and do my hobby, which is YouTube. But in my real life, I am an anxious mess. Like, I'm really high strung and stressy, and I don't want to be that way. I've been really wrestling with the idea of homeschooling this year. Where I live, Nova Scotia, our cases have been really low this whole time. We even didn't have any cases of COVID for weeks at a time until someone traveled into our province. And that's just been a cycle we've been on. If I lived in the States, I'd 100% be homeschooling. And even now, Max, who is our oldest, he's going into the 4th grade. He really misses his friends, so I do plan on sending him until COVID hits the schools. I've been researching homeschool a lot more recently, and I found a curriculum that I really feel comfortable in. I feel drawn to it. I'm looking at all these homeschool moms, and of course we're just seeing the best on YouTube because I don't know anybody that homeschools in my real life. But you see these happy kids, these really connected parents, and I want to reconnect with my children. I want to have better relationships with my children. I feel like I always spend a lot of time, I'm losing my voice, with them together. And I feel like homeschool would be a way to have more one-on-one relationships with them as well. That is something I'm struggling with. I have less stuff, more time. If I have less stuff, the visual clutter will be better. I feel a lot of anxiety looking at the clutter around my home, and yet I feel so overwhelmed I don't know where to start on removing the clutter. Or I have a really hard time letting go of things and decluttering. I'll be like, I hate the way this looks here, but so-and-so gave it to me, so I feel like I need to keep it, as an example. Also, if I have less stuff, there's less to clean. I would spend more time with my kids and less time cleaning. That just sounds so great to me. If we have more time, we'll be able to get outside more, go on more adventures, and have more friends over. Have you ever wanted to see someone, invite someone over, or someone asks if they can come over and your house is a mess and you just feel so much anxious energy about them coming over, or you're running around your house like a tornado gathering up all of your mess before they get there? I don't want that. I want my house to be maintained at a certain level of cleanliness, and right now, I don't know if it's the season of life I'm in where I have an infant, a preschooler, and an older child, that they're always making so many messes, that I feel like I clean my house really well and then it gets to be a disaster, and I wait until it's a true disaster before I just clean it all again. And that causes me a lot of stress. Whereas if I had better cleaning systems in place, I'd be able to just maintain a level of cleanliness instead of waiting for it to be a disaster and it's stressing me to do a deep clean. Does that make any sense? I want to read more and have less screen time. And I want that for our whole family. My kids watch a lot of TV. They just do. I work from home And sometimes to get some work done, the kids are watching TV for half the day, and I hate that. I want them to be a little more independent. I want them to love reading as much as I did as a kid. I would devour books as a kid and not watch that much TV. And I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to instill a love of reading and learning in them like I had. Maybe it's just not in their personalities, but that is just something I've observed. I want more time to read myself as well. I've definitely let that slack off during this pandemic. I used to read, 5+ books a month, and I've been reading the same book for over 2 months now, and I'm only halfway through it, and that just makes me a little sad. I want a better structured day. I want to figure out a better time blocking system that works for my family, that has balance to it, that allows me to work and hustle the way I am. I'm a very type A, goal-driven type of person, but I don't want to spend all my time working. I also want to have time with my kids and focused time with my kids. I hate to admit it, but a lot of times I'm hanging out with my kids, I'm nodding, and I'm doing emails over here. I hate that. I want to have a time where my kids are more independent and they know that mom's working and I can just focus and not have them tapping on my shoulder every 2 seconds. But then when I'm done my work, have my full attention on them. And right now, everything is just too crossed over. And that will lead to better quality family time as well. I have another video coming up pretty soon on financial freedom. I want to be consumer debt free. I already filmed that video, but I felt like I needed to film this video first, so there might be a little bit of repetition here. I don't want any consumer debt. I want to pay off my credit cards, my student loans, and I want to bring you along on that journey as well. That is going to be a very personal me type of financial freedom. My husband is not comfortable sharing things about money online, but he gave me the go ahead to share my own personal finances, as we do have some things separate, but I won't be including any debts that we share, any expenses that are really personal, and I won't be sharing my actual income here either. That's just a little more personal, but I want to share savings goals, just more to do with personal finances, household finances, because I do have a finance degree and yet I found myself in debt, and I feel like I have a lot of things I want to share on that subject as well, with some big financial goals. We want a bigger house, we want land, and that also just all ties into this more simple life that I'm craving. I'm not happy with the house and the community that we are currently in. I crave more space, more freedom for my kids, the more simple life. No, I don't want to go live in rural Nova Scotia again. That's where I grew up. But I'm craving more space, more open space, and room for my kids to run around and be free and explore on our own property where I know that they're safe. I hope I'm making sense. And with all this, I'm also learning to let go. As I mentioned before, I'm a very type A stressy person, and I'll make this huge to-do list. And as I'm checking things off, I'm adding more things on faster than I can complete them. And I will never allow myself to just let something go. It won't even be something important, which is why it's so silly. But I'll be stressed about something I should have done a couple days ago that's not important, that isn't a priority at all. And I'll have myself wound up about not completing it. So I want to through all this, I want to gain the ability to let go. Let go of the clutter, be able to declutter and feel more free. I do feel more free. Every time I get rid of a bag full of stuff to donate, I feel so good. But only for a second. Like, I can't shed my anxiety in any way. I need to be less stressed, more spontaneous. And I just want to share this journey on my YouTube channel. I think I read an email or a blog post by Living Well, Spending Less on why she started her blog many years ago. And she was feeling a lot of what I'm feeling. Her and her husband were arguing over silly things. She felt like the systems in her home weren't there. She needed to declutter. She wanted more time with her kids, a better handle on her finances, and she blogged her way to success. And now people look up to her. She has courses on these things. But she blogged her way of figuring it out. And I think that's what I want to do. That's what I feel called to do right now. And I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So those are the changes to my channel and my lifestyle that I want to share with you. If you have any specific video requests, definitely leave those in the comments section below. I do have a lot of ideas, but I want to also be making content that you want to watch. So give me all of your ideas and suggestions in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!